Chuck Howdy, and welcome to Ramblin Cast.
Hello.
This is episode 11.
Yay.
We don't necessarily have a plan for this episode quite yet. We just kind of hit record, and we'll see how we go.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll begin with how we always begin. Ricky, how was your week? Any stories? Did you kill anybody?
Nothing. We got a couple big jobs in the shop. Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, a wheel end and all that shit, because his brake rotor just flew the fuck off.
Whose brake rotor?
On a semi-truck.
Oh.
Just kind of went, yee!
Cool.
And it was just kind of flapping there in the rim and ruined the rim.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, is did the tire fall off or did it just stay in place?
No, it stayed there and it screwed up the airbag.
How does it screw up the airbag?
What kind of airbag are you talking about?
What kind of airbag are you talking about?
It's the suspension airbag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the suspension runs off air and it kind of got all cattywampus, hurt the tire, and then the tire ripped through the airbag.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like airbag, like dashboard.
Oh no, semis don't have those.
Oh, good.
There's actually a really good reason they don't.
Why is that?
Semi-trucks don't have a tendency of not stopping after being in an accident.
It's true.
And airbags
visual, yeah.
And airbags have a tendency to knock people the fuck out. And
yeah.
Having someone knocked out behind the wheel of an 80,000 pound semi that does not want to stop because, well, gravity and whatever the fuck force doesn't really apply to semis. They don't follow those rules, so after an accident they tend not to stop.
I thought you were going to say because most semi-drivers are fat that their own airbag or something.
No.
Oh. I didn't do a lot this week in particular. But I did do two things, so I can remember them. I have bad memory, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what I'm doing in the middle of a task and have to figure out what I was doing. Just, like, put clues together, like, oh, yeah. No.
Sounds like a medical disorder.
I think I have quite a few medical disorders that are undiagnosed, and we're going to keep it that way.
Undiagnosed autism?
Yay! But the other day, I went a little sticker crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I put, like, 6 or 7 stickers all over town. So if you saw those stickers and you're listening, hey, welcome. Ricky wants you to leave, but I want you to stay.
Why are you here and where are your parents?
Where are your parents? Let me talk to your parents. But no, I definitely hit some unique areas, places I don't typically go to. I decided to go to tobacco shops all over town. Yeah. I didn't get shot. And this is at like 11 p.m. Yeah.
That's great.
I didn't rob you, I promise. But even then, I noticed when driving by, one of them was taken off already, so
Yep.
They must have immediately noticed.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
Yeah, they don't like when I do that. Especially Wallies. I've hit Wallies a lot, just to fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that's been there for a while, but they took it off the last time I went there. So I had to replace it. And I make sure every time it's a different spot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear about that.
Really? Have you heard anything about that?
No, I haven't yet, but I feel like I'm going to.
I definitely put 5 there over the last couple months or two.
Yeah.
What else? There's something else I was going to talk about. Oh. I don't know if I really want to talk about it. It's not that interesting. But, my friend convinced me to watch Infinity Train, the first season, after kind of just ignoring it for years. This is like one of Cartoon Network's last original shows before they kind of gave up.
Mm-hmm.
And now they just run on Teen Titans Go. It was okay. I don't have a lot to say. I will say the first season kind of slow. And I'll probably be forced to watch the other 3 eventually. Yeah. This is going to be a bit of a slower podcast.
Yeah.
We definitely don't have the autistic dude from last episode here. If you last episode we had our first guest. If you haven't watched it,
Mm-hmm.
it was a little unhinged,
It was great.
a little crazy. I liked it though.
Yeah.
It was a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
It was nice that for me to not have to talk the entire podcast. But I bring him up because for a wrap up, I was going to ask you: do you have any Kyle stories that you want to say while he's not here? Do you want to show me on this dial where he may have touched you?
I don't have any real Kyle stories that I'm willing to share on here. Just for safety of the innocent.
Okay.
Mainly me.
Plead the fifth, I guess?
Yep.
Okay. Oh man, some of these things I've asked are kind of weird. Oh, I should mention, if you hear any background noise, it's raining. So if you hear any light rain or thunder, that's that.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the audience.
Well, fuck you then.
Well, fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Anyway, do you have any stab and grab stories? Or no?
Nope. I haven't ran any calls this week, so I haven't stopped at stab and grab.
Oh. You didn't hear back from the robbery attempt?
Nope. It's like it never even happened.
You know, I couldn't think of what to name our last episode, so I just named it Stab and Grab Lockdown. I love it. I love that idea. It's great. And then I stole a little lockdown logo from like a roller coaster or something. Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess we'll just talk about what I got on here next. So I got a thing on here. I was going to do this before recording, but we're going to do this live. So you might hear me tip-tap, tippity-tap.
Okay.
But there is a little app or something. I don't know what it is necessarily. It's sort of a bot that checks all 250 of your last uploaded YouTube videos for keywords and phrases.
Okay.
So we can see how many times we said a certain word or a certain topic.
Okay.
So I do have a list of a few words.
Okay.
If you want me to search them right now. I have done this a little bit. But this being episode 11, I thought we had 10 episodes. We can see what we've said.
Yeah.
So, of course, we start out with our first names. Which I was really surprised how many times we've said the R word. But let's go with my name first. So this will take just a second. We have said the name Anthony 31 times. 32 times now. So, so yeah. So your name. This is one I was really shocked about. You're going to be surprised. I didn't realize how many times I say Ricky. So, let's recall. Anthony is 31. 31.
Okay.
Double digits. Ricky has been said... Ricky's name has been said 247 times.
Jesus.
Which is... a lot. It's... The last time I saw it was only in the 100 digits. But, I mean, I guess...
Wait, whoa. They're all from the same damn video.
Let's see. You got Anthony, hi, I'm Ricky, you know me. Ricky, he's licking... Ricky, he's licking his own balls at the moment. Alrighty, what color was it, Ricky? Ricky, what did love that? Some of these are a little weird, but yeah. Okay, Ricky, fuck you. Not yet. School, Ricky. Oh, do you have any school stories? Or punch someone? I went bleach. No, Ricky's over there. So yeah. Ricky's name has been said probably over 300 times after this segment.
Yeah.
So yeah. So 20... What was it? 31 versus 247. Let's do Kyle. Oh, Kyle. Kyle's been said 26 times. Mostly in his own podcast, but... we name dropped him in the first episode, in the fifth. And then the rest is basically just his own podcast. So let's do Jeep Guy.
Jeep Guy. This is going to probably be surprising.
I dropped my phone again. Okay.
God damn it, you saw.
Jeep Guy has been said 26 times also. So yeah. And Jeep Guy kind of backs up. Yeah, it doesn't give you the full sentence. But we can actually play the section if you want to hear it. I don't know if my speakers are on.
Jeep Guy kind of backs up a little bit. And I'm just like, I'm just going to stand right here. It'll be fine. What? Next thing I know, the cab melted and it started spinning.
Oh, yeah. That's the fire.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we talked about Jeep Guy a couple times. Yeah. Alright, but that's basically all the names, unless you can think of anyone else we brought up.
I just want to Google random words and see what happens.
Well, I do have a list of other words that we can see how many times we've said. Of course, the Godzilla himself. How many times have I brought up Godzilla? 51 times.
Yeah.
And not all of them are me.
Vehicular manslaughter.
I don't know how to spell that shit. You crazy?
God damn it.
Vehicular manslaughter. How many times have we said it? 0.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. I don't know why.
Oh, I have a feeling I know why. But let's do King of the Hill, which we brought up 66 times. And of course, how could I ignore the catchphrase? Weird relatives. Which has been said 6 times.
Damn it, we missed a few.
I know. I know we didn't say it in the first episode. Oh well.
We gotta bring that back.
Oh, we did say it last episode and it didn't pop up, so it's not perfect. Oh, there it is. It's pets and weird. Now it says 7. That's weird. That's very weird. Last one we're gonna search is fat. At least the last one. We have said fat 208 times.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's just actually kind of cool.
So I don't know if you have any words, any suggestions. I kind of put you on the spot here, so I can't blame you if you can't think of any. But anything we bring up a lot, or yeah. And we'll come back here, not next episode, obviously, but maybe like episode 50 or something, or 25.
Yeah, give it a few. And we'll just bring up weird words.
Okay.
But.
Cocaine. We brought up cocaine 11 times.
Oh, wow.
And mostly in the first episode. What the fuck?
We might have to read some of those.
Oh, Cocaine Bear.
Not enough cocaine anymore.
His old cocaine days. He grows out the pedo stash once again.
What if it's just Wild Hogs the series?
But yeah.
Oh. I have a weird thing where my voice sounds weird on this. I don't know why.
That's how your voice usually sounds.
There's like a delay in my speaking.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay. But that's the end of that, I guess, for now.
I was gonna...
Oh, do you have some words?
Butt stuff.
Butt stuff? Has been said once.
Oh. Out and do butt. Kind of scared.
Kinda.
Is this where you're gonna like knock me out and do butt stuff?
No, Ricky.
Butt stuff.
I was gonna say something, but it was gonna make it worse. I don't know what I was gonna say. Anything else?
I gotta make sure to say butt stuff in the middle of every episode.
Are we gonna try to make butt stuff for once? Like, we're gonna have like 1,000?
Yes!
We only got one butt stuff. We gotta get more.
We need more butt stuff.
We definitely need more butt stuff. What are you touching me? You trying to do some butt stuff? Do you want to say that? Are you sure?
No, not really, and I don't care anymore.
Okay. I can either... Okay, I got... Oh, yes. Okay. We're going to talk about topics. We don't have a topic for this episode quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're going to get one, or we're just going to kind of just talk about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about bringing up topics that are like more single point topics that maybe are a little more one-sided. You know, there was that topic where I talked about Batman villains. He didn't really say a lot. He didn't really have to. So I wrote a couple down, just to be like our history and stuff and our opinions and stuff that maybe I don't know a lot about or you don't know a lot about. The only 3 I got written down is our history with cars and mechanics, which would be you.
Yeah.
My history with YouTube, which we did talk about a little bit, but not like the history of it. And the history of TF2. That's all I've written down on there. But if you have any like single point topic ideas, you know what I mean? Like kind of one-sided.
Yeah. I mean, car stuff is always like when I was like old enough to stand up, I started working on cars, and look where it got me.
On the side of the road, trying to get some truckers to give you a lift.
That's not too far-fetched, but I have a truck.
Well, you don't need a lift for the ride. You need a lift for the enjoyment.
Normally, I have to lift their truck back up.
Oh, you're the one doing the lifting, aren't you? Big boy. Doing all the lifting. Get ready for that butt stuff.
Butt stuff, indeed.
Butt stuff. Should we have a whole topic about butt stuff? Lube recommendations.
Okay, do you
do's and don'ts.
Okay, is there any pointers for non-sexual butt stuff?
Mostly wiping. Mostly wiping.
That's really it.
Unless you go to the doctor and you had to do some bad stuff.
Unless someone breaks into your house and you decided to put tuna in your butt, because that's kind of the way you roll. Tuna
in your butt? Why tuna? Why not peanut butter?
It's stinky.
Oh, okay.
It's stinky. Because who wants to fight a naked guy with an axe and tuna in his butt crack?
I was going to say, you always talk about someone breaking in, you had the axe and you go naked. So the tuna is a new strategy.
It's a new ad.
And didn't you want to get like a, what was it called? A Roomba with...
a Claymore Roomba.
Claymore, yeah. Iconic old Claymore Roomba.
They won't... A home invader won't leave your house faster than having a Claymore Roomba and butt stuff.
And using tuna as lube, apparently. But how are you going to get all that tuna out after the robbery?
You just wipe.
Okay. Did you eat tuna?
Ironically, yes.
He burped and I could smell it. Now, Ricky, did you eat this in or outside the ass?
Off a plate like normal people.
Normal people eat tuna off a plate? I thought they just ate it out of the can.
You have to cook it.
Uh-oh. That explains it. Sorry, Grandma.
Goddamn.
Oh, wait. That's not what I meant to do. Okay.
What did you mean to do?
I meant to go on my phone.
Okay.
I guess the last 2 little wrap-up, or nothing things. I guess we'll do the quick one. The King of the Hill out of context Twitter account has remembered his password and has returned.
Yay.
In other words, I found out what my password is and I can go back on my Twitter.
God damn it.
So my King of the Hill out of context, I expect a lot more posts from there. I forgot it for 4 years. Like 2020 was the last post. It's weird, but that was 4 years ago.
God.
Alright, Ricky. That's the last little wrap-up thing I got here. This one's kind of disturbing. Maybe it's a little too morbid. Mm-hmm. When you die, Ricky, what do you want them to do with your body?
I want to do this thing. I've actually thought about this.
I thought about it too, and I haven't decided yet.
So,
but you can go ahead. Yeah.
there's this way when they cremate you, they can put your ashes into like glass things.
An urn?
No, mix it in with the glass and then make something.
Okay, like malted glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be turned into shot glasses. A few like weed hitters for my stoner friends.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of really shiny, oversized butt plugs.
Do you want them to be used or just admired?
So I don't care. I'm dead. I just want to be a pain in the ass for all of eternity.
Okay.
I've actually thought about this.
I'm kind of mixed. I'm in the middle two things.
Butt plug buddies.
Butt stuff? But no. So my two, I found a website. Mm-hmm. It makes custom-made urns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever. And I was thinking,
why would you not want to be a butt plug though?
Because I have other ideas. You do your own butt plug thing. Mm-hmm. It sounds like something you would enjoy. But the custom urn place, I was thinking about getting a custom AMC Gremlin urn. I don't know how it would work.
Seems a little early, but you do you.
It seems a little early, but it's also me.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get like a 50-car pile up and die.
Well, I'll probably be dead before then of the sudden heart attack that causes the 50-car pile up, but yes.
Yeah. Technically, then, you did not cause the accident. You were not there.
Can we say, I forgot what I was going to say. Fuck. Whatever. But my other one, and I don't know what this graveyard or cemetery is, necessarily. I don't know if it's like a veterans or what it is exactly. So if it's veterans, I can't get in it, obviously. But obviously I drive on 66 every day for the last 5 years. 6 years. Well, not drive. But you know that cemetery in between Pontiac and Odell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't know what cemetery that is, though.
That one just outside of Pontiac?
Yes. Do you know?
Like on Route 66?
Yeah. So I can be a ghost and stare at the cars driving by.
My grandma is buried there. My aunt and uncle are buried there. My great-grandma and great-grandfather are buried there. A bunch of other families buried there.
Oh, so I know which graves to disturb.
Most likely, the rest of us will be buried there.
Really?
Except me. I'm going to be a bunch of butt plugs.
Okay.
We might bury one butt plug. That'd be my grave.
Oh God! Imagine if I die after you and they put one of your butt plugs in me and then bury me.
Oh, that's the plan with like a lot of people. Like people said they want to be buried wearing it.
Okay.
Which I'm dead. I don't care. Do what you want.
Yeah. Imagine getting grave robbed like Frankenstein shit, and they just find a butt plug in there.
Yeah.
This casket's rattling around. It's not the bones.
But yeah, I want one of the shot glasses, bottle of Jack Daniels, and one of the Ricky butt plugs.
You want one of them? Because I think it's a little too late for you.
No, that's what I want buried.
Oh, okay. Well, the Jack Daniels glass, would you want Jack Daniels in it? Yes or no?
Yeah, well, you pour one shot into a shot glass, set it in the grave, and then the bottle.
Okay.
And the butt plug.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just mixed on if I should do cremation and urn or bury it at the cemetery. If it was a cemetery I always drive by, that'd be neat. You know, just because I'm so used to seeing it.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of people I know buried there.
Yeah, do you think it'd be full by the time I die?
Maybe. Given that the rest of a lot of other people in my family already have plots there.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about today, driving by. Well, not today. Earlier this week when driving by the cemetery, I was like, because I was thinking about this urn idea for a while, about a gremlin urn. But if I'm old, what if I learn to despise the gremlin and want something else, like a Cybertruck? I'm just kidding, but you know.
Well, you ain't getting an urn because you're going to go to hell.
Just because I go to hell doesn't mean I can't get an urn.
I don't know. If you own a Tesla, you deserve to be thrown in a river.
Yeah, I don't know. I also, when my uncle died, he sort of died, no one having a plan on what to do. So they got him cremated, and they bought an urn off Amazon. I'm not making that up. They bought an urn off Amazon, and it was like a veteran's urn with like bald eagles and flags. Mm-hmm. And my uncle was not a veteran. He just was really patriotic, I guess. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of weird we put him in there, and I still think about like, man, that's weird.
Yeah.
That thing also weighs a shit ton. It's a heavy urn that I bought for like $30 on Amazon, probably. I just don't want mine bought off Amazon. At least go to Etsy. At least have some fucking class.
I'll order yours off of fucking Wish.
Actually, I think I'd like that more than Amazon. If it's Wish, then it'd be really cheap and really funny.
It's a goddamn corn pot.
Corn on a cob. You could just put it inside a Godzilla piggy bank or something.
Yeah. I'll fucking put you in a Folgers coffee can.
Didn't the guy who made the Pringles can bury himself in a Pringles can or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where Mr. Pringles is fucking buried. I thought he was just printed on the side of the box.
Yeah, he went bald. He went full bald. Like he had like the Hunter S. Thompson where he was bald on top, but now he's just bald. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like this minimalist art style that's everywhere. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just exist. And that's only part-time.
Because you're stoned the rest of the time. Hell yeah, brother.
No.
Yeah. Did I tell you I was thinking about... Oh, are you hot?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was supposed to put the air conditioners in this weekend. I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
That's next week's job, probably.
I have a central air unit.
I'm lucky. This house does not.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Did I tell you about the new job I was thinking about getting or no?
No.
Well, I was thinking about leaving Amazon. I think about that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon's just not a place I enjoy very much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. It's very okay. I just wish it was closer and there's like people I knew. I mean, I guess there's nothing I can do about that last one.
Yeah.
Unless I got to know them, which I don't want to. I literally... At that place, I know my boss's name. Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't even know my new boss's name. And then the guy I did know, he went to mornings, or he went to afternoons, so I don't see him anymore. So I don't really know anyone's name there. Yeah, it's so weird, because people come up to me, they'll know my name and everything. I just be like, hi. Goodbye. It's like, I don't fucking know your name. It's just so weird when someone you worked with for like 2 years says, hi, Anthony, you're like, hey.
Hello.
Exactly. Even God agrees with me. Hear that shit? That's the thunder. I think he got mad because I called him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the power of God.
I have the power of God. No, I was just thinking of leaving... Find someone closer, find someone with better pay if that's possible. Mm-hmm. Amazon does pay decently, I will say that. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking about going to the Aldi's warehouse in Dwight. Supposedly, their starting price is $25 an hour. Supposedly, and I got the website, and obviously Dwight's a lot closer than where my Amazon is.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, like, if I should go there or not. Of course, that means I don't know anyone there. I have to be retrained and do all this stuff. Mm-hmm. I also want to use my vacation before I leave Amazon, because I almost got 2 weeks vacation.
Just take all of it and put in your 2 weeks on the day you go on vacation.
I thought about doing that. The only problem is that my last day is the day I'm bringing all the stickers to work. Like, I'm not kidding. I put 2 stickers at work, like for the podcast. I've got like 10 spots Like, last day, I'm gonna run as fast as I can and smack all these suckers before I clock out. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. Unless it starts fucking raining or something on my last day. But, yeah, I don't know. What about you, Ricky? You think of getting a new job or staying at Pilot? Every time you get a new job, it seems to fucking fall on your face. I can't blame you if you're not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here for a while.
For a while. Well, I gotta ask, because this is your third time going to Pilot or Tire. Should I say the name or no?
Not really. I prefer just say Pilot.
Pilot, okay. Well, this is your third time going to Pilot. I gotta say, has this third time been a better experience than the first two? Or?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, why would you say that? I'm just curious.
We have, like, the best management that I've ever worked with.
Cool.
The crew isn't terrible.
Well, that's better than everywhere else.
Yeah.
Where you fucking want everyone to die.
Yeah. They actually understand my skill level, what I can and cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
And there's already things that I didn't know how to do that I now know how to do. And mechanical update, I do now have my 609 certification for air conditioning.
Cool. I know what that means. You don't, but I do.
God damn it. I just realized what that means.
You gotta help me with the air conditioning in Gremlin now. Yeah.
Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch.
Yeah, because it has to be custom made.
Yeah, I know.
To work with.
Modern.
Yeah.
Coolant. Or not, refrigerant? Or what is it?
Refrigerant. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot. I got a haircut. Ricky probably looked at me like I was crazy. Did you notice I had a haircut or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm bald now.
Did you notice I didn't?
Well, you don't need one.
Fuck you. God damn
it. Ooh. Zoo. Okay, I'm sorry.
Did he say bazinga yet?
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in years. You know, we should bring that up. Me and Ricky had a playthrough channel, or a playthrough series, kind of just abruptly ended one day, because I got lazy and overwhelmed. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff we did. And then I kept saying stupid shit that become catchphrases. Like, I remember I was complaining about my mom watching TV too loud, and she'd scream at the TV. And I just said, "Did he say bazinga yet?" Because it's like she's so deaf, she didn't hear the punchline, quote unquote, that you know. Yeah.
I fucking hate that show.
Me too. And did you hear the spinoff of it? The Young Sheldon?
I still hear that name and think of the cheese from goddamn Ed, Edd and Eddy.
The cheese from Ed, Edd and Eddy?
Yeah, Sheldon, the cheese from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
I don't remember that one.
The rotten ass cheese he kept in his pocket.
Oh. When I think of cheese, I always think of Cheese from Foster's Home. You remember him or no?
No.
It's the yellow bald little fucking alien creature that goes, "Chocolate milk."
Oh.
His name's Cheese.
Oh.
That was a weird ass show.
Are they making a movie of it?
Foster's?
Yeah.
No, they're making a reboot, but it's gonna be a preschool show.
Yeah, I thought I saw something that was on the same lines of it, and it looked like a movie.
I don't think so. But
something with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, you're talking about If. If.
Oh, it never said the name of the damn show.
Oh, it's a movie that it's a new movie coming out with Ryan Reynolds, and he has imaginary friend creature dudes. Mm-hmm. It's not related to the show, but yeah, I don't know. Ryan Reynolds is such a I don't like Ryan Reynolds that much. Other than Deadpool, I don't like a lot of the other things he does. But it's just there's a giant purple monster who's like a child or is like mentally mentally slow monster. Yeah. And then there's the bug girl. I like the bug girl. What? Whoa. Where did that come from? Whoa.
Again, it seemed very familiar, but it never said the name of the movie throughout the whole thing I saw.
Yeah, it's just called If. Not to be confused with another movie called If. That's like a murder mystery movie, I think is what it was. Yeah.
If I Did It.
If I Did It. Oh yeah, that's O.J. Simpson's book.
That was a murder, but it definitely was not a mystery.
Well,
Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up.
It's If He Did It, Ricky. You know, we should have had the storm for the fucking October episode. What are you doing here so early, bro? Come on.
Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up, quite literally.
Don't let the power go out, Lord. We're 35 minutes into this.
If we lose all of this, we're not trying this again.
Womp womp. But yeah, if... There's not a lot of good movies coming out. We just had 2 Godzillas and a Ghostbusters, and now just slowing down. At least no good movies, in my opinion, coming out.
Fuck you, it's forever.
Fuck you, it's forever indeed. But we do got some animation news. I didn't write it down, but I just thought of it. So how about we just get straight into news now? There's not a lot of it. Actually, one of them does involve a movie. That's actually like the first one, I think. The news. We need a little segment thing. We also need to put in background music at some point. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, people have said that. Brain just not do work.
Okay.
Well, Officer Doofy has said something about background music.
Well,
I thought about the song from The Price is Right on loop.
I had to cut out 2 fucking minutes of you making that noise from the last podcast, by the way. Because I was like, give me a second to grab Kyle a charger. Also, we just said we're going to do the news and we skipped that part. But no, last podcast, there was something. So, when we were recording, I heard like a weird sound. And I literally said in the recording, what's that weird noise? Mm-hmm. And none of you acknowledged it. But if you do go back and listen, you can hear some weird whistling sound in the background. I don't know what that was from. I didn't add that in, I promise. I didn't. But it's there. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, yeah, there's another podcast called The Jar Media, or The Jarcast, and they put little background music in there. And then there's Sleepy Cabin that had background music. So I'll figure that out. Maybe I'll do it for this podcast. We'll see. Ricky's a little burpy today. Let me give you a little pat on the back. A little burpy.
I will punch you in the dick.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. You don't know it, but I'm into that shit. Alright, news! Oh my god. So, we got a new movie coming out. It's directed by a guy I don't really like that much. What do you know who Post Malone is?
Yeah.
Do you like him, dislike him?
Kind of indifferent. He exists and he doesn't do bad things, so he just kind of exists to me.
I don't know. I always thought he was kind of nasty. Just because everyone who goes around him says he stinks and he doesn't shower. He looks like the person who doesn't shower. But he's making a horror movie.
Huh.
It is, and this is the quote, semi-trucks that come out of heaven and fall into medieval Europe to fight. That's all I written down, but I don't know how it's a horror movie. But it's semi-trucks that come from heaven to medieval Europe.
Fucking what?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like something Post Malone would come up with.
The only thing I know about Post Malone is he was at the Country Music Awards.
And he did a cover.
And these 2 country singers were just fucking up the song, I think it was John Deere Green. No, Pickup Man by Joe Diffie.
Yeah?
And it was 2 country singers and they fucking sucked.
Oh, yeah?
So they had to bring out a fucking rapper just to do it right. And he actually did a good job.
He also did a cover of Cocaine Blues. That was not bad.
Yeah, he's done a few country covers that were actually really good, given the fact that he was a rapper. It's just the fact that 2 country singers were fucking up a song, so a rapper had to do it. Oh, he also did a couple songs with Ozzy, so that's honorable mention.
Do you know what songs?
Take What You Want From Me and Raid? It's a Raid? Something like that.
Okay.
They're decent songs, because Ozzy.
Only because of Ozzy.
No, he did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually did decent.
Well, when I think of this concept of a movie, two things that pop in my head are Evil Dead with medieval Europe, and then like Maximum Overdrive with the semi-trucks from heaven. But those ones were from hell, I think. So I don't know.
I just feel like he was watching like an old Sherlock Holmes movie and playing Big Mother Truckers at the same time.
Big Mother Truckers. God, I haven't thought about that in a hot minute.
That
Go
was
Earl! Go Earl!
That is a weird game.
Remember Big Rigs? That's the one that didn't work at all. AVGN did a video on it.
Oh.
Well, I have AVGN news. Let me go into it.
Keep going.
The AVGN did a new video. I was going to watch it and I forgot. But it's for a newer game. It's really weird. He did, this is the first one I know of. He's ever done this. A dating simulator game. Where you play as an anime girl who wants to get fucked by a horse.
That's kind of fucking... What?
So yeah, any video game nerd played that. I should have watched it, unfortunately. At time. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
But AVGN, I like him. But part of me kind of thinks maybe he should retire.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
It's not... I understand why he does it. It's good money. It really is. But I don't know.
I think he should have retired.
Right after the movie.
No, I would have actually gave him up till the Fear and Loathing video.
Okay. I mean, he can still make videos. I just mean retire the AVGN character, you know? Because he is like a huge nerd talking about movies and games and such.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't have to keep doing Inger video game nerd. Of course, motherfucker Mike left, and then I think he came back, so I don't know what that's about. They had a breakup. I think mommy and daddy got divorced. But yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I still feel like a good cutoff was the Fear and Loathing video.
It had Fred Durst in it, right? Durst? Or no?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I know it was someone you really liked, some singer dude.
I don't remember.
Oh. Well, it's Fred Durst. I actually got a movie he directed. We should watch sometime. It's called The Fanatic. It's a fun movie. He also might star in it. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, uh-oh.
Do you want to save and then cut them together?
Yeah, we're going to save real quick. And we're back.
Welcome back.
This is not really part 2, but the power just flickered. I have a feeling maybe 10 or 20 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah.
It was a shorter episode. What are you going to do? You know?
Yeah. I mean, it works.
But yeah. So, I got 3 things here, and then there's a 4th thing I want to bring up for news. I don't know if you really want to talk about this. We can a little bit. I'm not too big on the subject. But have you heard the articles about the Cybertruck and how fucking shitty it is?
Yeah.
Even compared to a normal Tesla, it's somehow shittier.
Who would have guessed it?
Who would have guessed it?
Who would have fucking guessed it?
I think when it first was unveiled in like 2020, when I worked with Kurt Cobain, I think at one point we were like, yeah, it's kind of cool. And we were like theorizing, should we buy it? Should we not? We kind of chose not. Probably for the best, but...
Okay, I'm going to say there is actually one complaint about it that isn't technically its fault.
What's that?
It's the fact that it's all stainless steel and people are complaining because it's hard to keep clean.
Yeah, well, that's the designer's fault still for doing that.
But, what's it called? The DeLorean was all stainless steel.
You know what, the Cybertruck kind of reminds me of the DeLorean. And it's like...
Yeah, it's very DeLorean-like in a sense.
It has similar style, and like, a lot of people don't know this because they want to pretend Back to the Future was the DeLorean, but DeLorean was not a success. It was a failure. Everybody kind of fucking made fun of it a lot.
Yeah. My thing is, yes, should it be all stainless steels, which is what I think it is.
That's what I've heard, I believe.
Yeah, it was kind of a stupid idea, but I can understand it. But it's the people buying an all stainless steel vehicle and expecting, oh, this is going to be easy to keep clean. No. No, it's not.
It's also just the people who bought the Cybertruck just for its other purposes that were kind of obviously going to fail once you looked at it.
Like the
windows always break. Is it like the trunk, if it closes, can rip off your finger? Even though it has like stopping technology.
Yeah, and if you get stuck in the bed, there's no way to get out.
Yeah. It's also electric, which, oof, boy.
Yeah, again, I give it the, like, being stainless steel thing. That's kind of, well, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Yeah. On the behalf of the people who bought it.
Yeah. I guess the one thing is that while the Cybertruck is kind of a failure and it's kind of bad, there's a lot of people who just complain about it for, like, the reason any modern vehicle kind of fails. Like, I was hearing people complain, like, oh, there's a recall for a part. Like, well, that's like every fucking car released for, like, the last 20 years.
Actually, that recall is pretty easy to fix.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
It's there's, like, a plate on the accelerator pedal.
Oh, yeah.
That it kind of pops off.
And causes it to get stuck.
And it causes to get stuck, but you can literally just grab it and pull, and you yeet it out your window, and you'll be fine.
Wow. But yeah, I don't know. It's not great, but it's also modern vehicles in general have similar problems.
Okay, I will, and this is going to be a big change. I'm going to do a little bit of devil's advocate.
Okay.
They're doing a weird thing.
Uh-huh.
Like, you are the test, because no one's ever made a vehicle like that before. Do I believe they should have made it? No. But it's going to have a lot of problems because it's a new kind of vehicle that has never been made before, and they're just trying to figure it the fuck out.
You know what
Do I think they should figure it out? No. Should it exist? No. Do I hate it? Yes.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like an early concept of a car that they just released to the general public.
It definitely needed more testing, and it's definitely not doing what they claimed it could do.
I'm not even talking about, like, the technical prowess of it. I'm talking about just even the design. It looks like, here's what we want our truck to look like, and they're like, we'll just keep it like that.
Why did they make it a fucking triangle, though?
Why did they make it a PS1 game? I don't know.
Like, I don't understand the styling of it. Who is that supposed to appeal to?
Honestly, the only people I could see it appealing to are, like, people who play, like, old video games. They're, like, N64 and PlayStation. But why would they buy, like, a truck like that unless they really have to?
Yeah, it's really not really that good or that practical for anything.
The
hubcaps rub through the tires.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a bit strange.
And it has looks that only a blind person could love.
You know, I bet a blind person could walk into it and get impaled.
You know what? It looks good. It sounds good. If you're Helen Keller.
I like it. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more I gotta say about it.
It's just the people who are buying it are expecting it to be something it's not, and expecting it to be ironed out, even though it's a new, completely different kind of vehicle that's ever been built, and the designers expect it to work, and it's not going to work, and they're going to have to iron a lot of issues out, which a lot of them, from what I see, can't be ironed out. It's just kind of the way it is. It's basically, expectations were way too high from both sides, and failure was definite.
Well, I was also going to say, have you ever seen one in person?
No.
Me neither. I haven't seen one yet.
No. Which I figured around here it would sell like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. This is where like a bunch of hipsters live.
Hipsters, and we have snow, so 4-wheel drive vehicles are kind of.
I heard needed. I heard it doesn't work that well in the snow because it's a Tesla.
Yeah, I figured they'd sell like hotcakes, and I would have expected I've seen 1,000 by now.
I thought I'd at least see one, but I haven't seen one yet.
Okay. this is gonna be another surprising thing out of me. I want to feel how shitty it is.
You want to drive? I can't.
I want to ride in one. I don't want to drive it because I will never drive an electric vehicle.
Okay.
But I want to go for a ride just to feel how shitty it is.
To be fair, I am kind of curious too. Like, there's some vehicles you see and you're like, I want to ride in that or drive that just to see what it's like. Like, I really want to sit in one of those back seats of a Brat just to see what it's like.
Mm. Yeah, again, I want to feel its shittiness because Teslas already feel cheap and their fit and finish are shit. And this is kind of the pinnacle of their shittiness.
Yeah. Well, it's also like, a lot of people are going to buy the Cybertruck. They're just doing it for, like, clout. It's not really practical in any sense.
Yeah. It's a concept car that shouldn't have been released. But it is.
Yeah. It makes it... Oh, go on.
It's getting to be more and more lately that they're... Like, cars are getting released almost unfinished.
I've noticed that. That's what I was say. The thing that worries about me with the Cybertruck is that if it did well, would that tell other auto companies to just release concept cars that are unfinished and unsafe and not very good?
They're basically fucking pintoing the fuck out of it.
Oh my god.
But they're not getting issues and everything ironed out. And some of them are concept cars that shouldn't be released.
Like the Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck is... And it's getting more and more of an epidemic of these, like, half ironed out, half engineered cars getting released to the public.
Yeah. Do you have any other examples of makes and models? Because I'm not too big into it.
Ford Maverick.
Oh, yes. That's weird. It used to be a car, and now it's a truck.
I think isn't there electric the Ford Lightning?
Yes, I don't know if it's called a Lightning. Yeah.
But that's what would make sense. Okay, so
there's the Chevy Spark, which I think is electric now. If they still make them, I don't even know.
On popular opinion on Ford, what they call the Maverick should be called the Ranger.
Yes.
What they call the Ranger should be the F-150.
I can see it.
And then
F2.
And then their electric
should be thrown
Mustang should be called the Maverick. It would make more goddamn sense.
That would make sense. Yes, I would.
And
I fucking hate that electric Mustang thing. It's like an SUV. It's
okay,
weird.
here's another rant that you're going to be on my side.
Okay.
Sort of.
All right.
Have you seen the Dodge Hornet that they just released?
Yes, I have. Isn't it like a hatchback or no?
Yeah, it's a hatchback.
Okay, yes.
It's not a Hornet. A Hornet was never a hatchback. It was a sedan. That is the goddamn modern Gremlin.
You're not entirely wrong.
No. It was never a hatchback. That is not a Hornet. It is a Gremlin. Even though they do not call it a Gremlin, that is what it is.
You're not really wrong. Because the first Hudson Hornet, that was like a 2-door sedan, and then when it became an AMC Hornet, they had a 2-door and a 4-door sedan of it. I believe they had a 4-door. And then they had like other little versions. And then they made the Gremlin, which was a hatchback of the Hornet.
Yes, and this is a hatchback.
Of a Hornet, yes.
And it's just Gremlin, it's not a Hornet. By definition of what it was back then, it is a Gremlin. It would have made more goddamn sense to call it a fucking Gremlin.
It pisses you off, doesn't it?
Yes!
I gotta ask,
that is the modern Gremlin, but they do not call it a Gremlin.
Yeah.
Miss fucking opportunity. And have a sedan that looks just like it, and then call that the Hornet.
That is true. But there's a couple things. First of all, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I thought the Dodge Hornet is only international. Is it?
I saw one. I swear to God.
So they are in America?
Yes.
Okay, I thought they were international the whole time.
Again, I thought it was just a fake badge myself. But I was right behind it and it had Dodge and Hornet, and I went like, no way.
Because I know they made Dodge Hornets like years back that were just sedans. Or I think some of them were coupes. I don't quite remember.
Yeah, but that it just angers me.
It's true. They should. Well, it's the thing where sedans are dying, and it makes me upset. I like sedans. They're probably my favorite style.
Okay. You need. Cars are getting way too in a crossover. It's an SUV. No. All you need is sedans, coupes, hatchbacks,
Trucks, pickup, vans,
and SUVs used to be made off of truck chassis. So they were trucks. They were enclosed trucks.
Yeah, like the Bronco.
Start making the SUVs as they were on truck chassis, because it only makes fucking sense.
I don't really like SUVs though. There was one I did kind of like, but then they changed the style, and I was like, I'm out of it now.
I don't understand it. They're not making this stuff the way they used to, where they just reuse parts. They're making whole new parts to make multiple vehicles. When the automotive industry was Taco Belling the fuck out of their lineup, using 5 ingredients and making like 13 or 14 different vehicles.
It's easier to get parts too.
Yes.
And cheaper.
Yes, you can just, they don't have it for this? Do. Different vehicle, same damn part.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of SUVs or crossovers. And, sedans are dying. I guess a lot of people have compared the takeover to sedans to, like, the takeover of station wagons from the 70s and 60s.
Yeah. But I am actually looking at a technical sedan.
I thought it was what, were you looking at something different? Because I know you're looking at the Hyundai.
Yeah, it's a Hyundai Elantra N, which is...
That's technically a hatchback?
No, it's not a hatchback. It's
technically
a sedan.
Okay.
Because it's a 4-door with a trunk.
Weird.
But it's also the track pack version of with the race car stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't made any decisions yet.
Yeah, I've been curious. I don't know. If I ever got a new car, it's going to take a lot. Because there's only a couple modern cars. It's like, I'll give it a shot. Of course, I'm not that rich, I'll be honest.
Hyundai's actually pretty cheap.
Yeah. I had a weird one. But every time I brought it up, people got mad. I think I brought it up and he didn't care too much. But I wanted to get a new Subaru BRZ.
Subarus are kind of cool sometimes.
I know Kyle...
If you're a lesbian.
Yeah, that's the joke. Nothing wrong with being a lesbian, right?
Well, the fact is kind of weird because you're a man.
Oh, okay. Didn't Kyle have a Subaru and the exhaust fell off or something?
The exhaust fell off and then it exploded.
Yeah.
For some reason, I still have the key to it.
Really?
Yeah.
You also have a key to the Gremlin, don't you? And it doesn't run.
Yeah, I have a key to the Gremlin. The only thing is I don't have a fucking gas key for it.
I don't know if I have 2 or 1. I have to check.
Yeah, I don't know why I have a key for it. I don't remember.
Because I know it did run at one point. But now that I got that brake booster, we gotta get the brakes in. And then what do you think after that? Transmission?
That's what I would go for.
Okay, because I think I'm gonna start saving up for a transmission.
You could just get it checked, because I'm not guaranteeing anything's wrong with it. But honestly, you do it with what you want there. But I would have it checked out.
I would have it checked, yeah. Well, how much... I mean, obviously you don't know off the top of your head, but I know getting it rebuilt is really expensive. How much do you think getting it checked would be?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to... I never really asked. I don't even know where to take a transmission,
yeah,
honestly.
I've never had a transmission rebuilt. Normally they're too far fucking gone.
Yeah. This one, I don't think it is.
Yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you so please. Replace it, get it rebuilt, get it checked out, and replacing only what's wrong with it. Whatever you want to do. Whatever your little heart fucking desires.
I think I'm going to get it checked and then rebuilt. And if we can't get it rebuilt, we'll have to find a new one. Which is going to be very fun.
It is what it is. Then we got to remember how the fuck to put it back together.
Yeah, I got the pictures, but that's all we got are pictures of how we put it back together.
A lot of it's going to be, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. That first drive's going to be crazy.
Yeah. What's the fuck? Honk if shit's falling off.
Especially because I live in, like, the most popular street in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure that stuff is connected.
And then fucking... The day before I get the gremlin, the neighbor took down their fucking fence. Because it was, like, perfectly hidden so no one could see it. And now the whole world could see it. Because the day before, the fucking neighbor took down her fence.
Mm-hmm.
That's some impeccable timing right there, you bitch.
Yeah.
I guess I can't blame her. She didn't know.
No, now she does, and now she regrets it.
I bet she has to look at that every day and be like, ugh, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love that gremlin. It's cute. I like the color. I want another one already.
That's the gayest thing you have ever said.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, I love the color. I want to fuck the gas hole.
You probably already have.
There might be some salty jizz in the gas. We gotta get out the gas, old gas.
Yeah, we're gonna have to drop that tank
Yeah.
somehow without breaking shit.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're gonna be under there and I'll be like, how do you do it? And then
Fucking
be like,
hold the fucking flashlight.
Exactly, that's all it's gonna be. Or your dad will come over. How to drop a gas tank off a 74 Gremlin. That story pisses Ricky off. I don't know if we can ever get into it.
Just let's move on.
Okay, this was our Cybertruck discussion, which we forgot the Cybertruck even.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like me.
We just kind of ignored it at the end there. It's fine. That's how Tesla probably feels about it.
Yep.
That's how history remember it. And next on the news. So have you seen The Simpsons?
No.
No, okay.
Not recently.
They, in last week, were talking about how they're going to kill off a character.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't know who.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually, of course, aired. They killed off, do you know the character Larry? Not to be confused with Lenny.
No.
So you know how at Moe's, there's like background characters who sit at the bar?
Mm-hmm.
And some of them don't have names. Like, there's the guy with the hat and the gray hair, and then there's Barney.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that weird bald guy who has like stringy hair.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the stringy hair, that's Larry. They killed him off. He appeared in the first episode of The Simpsons. So, all the way back from season 1. It's crazy. But I guess not that crazy because it's not really that relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was interesting. It was interesting because when he died, a lot of people on the internet were trying to kind of figure out the life and story of this guy. And so they just found clips of him in just random places in the series. And despite the fact The Simpsons is 32 seasons long, Larry, the guy, only has about 1.5 minutes of footage of him actually speaking. So he's not a very important character.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was just interesting. Like I said, slow news week, folks.
Yeah.
Also, Brian Griffin died. Just kidding. So the last two things here, the Splatfest from last week for Splatoon, it was baby chicks versus bunnies versus cubs, and Cubs won. Cubs won. And it's not a baseball game. Alright, I guess the last thing. The Disney Channel, which still exists, had a huge fucking leak the other day. Huge leak, like insane. Every show from the late 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, and even the 2020s, every show's pilot just got leaked. The pilot, the series Bible, which is like rules of the series. If you're a Disney Channel fan, like there are so many cartoons that just got leaked. The Gravity Falls pilot leaked. The Owl House, the Ghost of Molly McGee. I'm trying to think of Disney shows. I think what was that Yin Yang show? I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess you weren't really a Disney Channel guy, but yeah. And there's a lot of shows that had pilots made that didn't turn into anything, which is cool. There's this one show It was about a guitar dude. I'm gonna see if I can find the name real quick. So give me a second. Oh, the Kid Patowski pilot got leaked, and it was originally called Kid Knievel. I love Kid Patowski. Alright, so the really cool show is called Shred Force, and it has this crazy animation. It looks really good, only for a pilot. But yeah, that's about it for the news there. So some cool Disney Channel leaks, if anyone's interested. I guess the Pilot to Gravity Falls is sort of like the big one, because everyone always wanted to see that, and it never came out. Never legally got released until the leak. And apparently there's still more leak information that's coming out from Disney. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that because I don't know it. But yeah, search it on your own behalf.
Yeah.
But we don't really have much of a topic. Do you want to choose one, or do you just want to come up with something, or what do you think?
I don't know. Where do you want to go from here?
I honestly have no idea. I'm getting kind of hot, though.
Butt drugs. Butt drugs. Butt drugs.
We got
butt stuff.
talk about school stories, weird history, work stuff, COVID stories, tales of the bathroom. Any of those sound interesting?
What do you want to do?
You want to do little school stories? Or work stories? I think those would be the two easiest ones to just quickly just talk about for a bit. For like another half an hour or so.
We can try that.
Okay. Do I have to start?
Yeah, you chose it.
Okay. Well, Ricky, I started Hardee's in 2018.
Yep.
Which is a long time ago. It's 6 years ago now.
Yep.
Doesn't really feel like 6 years ago. But you're the person who got me this job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm curious, is there any stories or events before I started working at Hardee's that you have? I know you really liked Hardee's when you first started.
It was just so much more fuckery.
Yeah?
Let's see. I remember. We had this Filipino guy.
Uh-huh.
That had a very racist sense of humor.
Yeah?
It was great. Taught me everything I knew about Hardee's.
Oh, cool.
Happens.
Yeah.
But one day, we were just like, what other things can we cook with the charbroiler?
I've had many conversations like that, too.
But we didn't have conversation.
We
just started grabbing shit.
I did that, too, a couple times.
We went like, okay, we have no hot dogs. What do? We set a hot dog on the charbroiler. And let's just say that didn't really work.
Yeah.
What happens if we need the rush job of piece of chicken? Or like a big chicken. Put it in there. That one started a fire.
Yeah, I had a fire incident like that, too. So we had this guy, I don't have a nickname for him, so we're going to call him Tall Twink, because he was a tall twink. And, I don't know what the fuck his problem was, but one day, he went in there, and he grabbed, like, sourdough, you know, the two butts we throw away? Mm-hmm. He grabbed both ends and just put them both into the charbroiler.
Okay.
Not the bread side, but the side where you cook the meat, where it gets, like, very hot. And believe it or not, it didn't start out as a fire. Things were calm. Everything was fine. But there's a tray at the end that we collect the burgers in, usually filled with grease.
Oh, God.
That's where things had its fun. The bread was slightly on fire. And, let's say that pan got really hot really quick and went right into the sink immediately. It didn't cause a big fire. It just was a little one. What?
You don't use water on a grease fire.
I didn't do it. That's when I was still sort of new. I don't know who put it out, but yeah. I don't even think they poured water into it. I think they just kind of toppled it over and suffocated it.
Huh.
And then they probably put water on it, but yeah.
Yeah, that was... A lot of shit happened there like that.
There's a time... Oh, should I use Should I use the name of the person if it's something really bad?
I don't care.
Well, it was you. Ricky was mopping one time. He got a lot of mop water into the grease, and we never cleaned that out. We just let it be.
Yeah, it happens.
It happened. So if you ate at Hardee's at any point in Dwight, in a location somewhere, someone might have put some mop water in your grease. Probably not the first, probably not the last time that happened.
Yeah. I guess I was more the project guy, and you were the more like the regular employee.
What do you mean?
Like, you worked line and up front. I was just basically fucking projects.
Yeah, I suppose. I never worked up front very much. But you were the guy that they sent out to mop the sidewalk. Which,
I still have not heard the end of that.
Because I bring it up all the time.
No, everyone else does too.
Really?
But I leave you with this. If you're told to do a stupid job, and it involves no supervision at all, like aka going outside, standing up against the building and acting like you're mopping the sidewalk.
Which is what you're supposed to do. That's what you're asked to do.
Yep. You wouldn't do it. I fucking made that shit take forever.
I probably would too. I don't even
really, half the time I was just standing out there.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think when you mopped the sidewalk, was that before I started?
No, I think you were here for a couple times.
Okay. I think I remember that specifically, but I just remember you brought it up because you're like, this is so dumb. And I don't understand. Like, I get pressure washing, but...
the best part is the fucking uproar that it started in that place.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, it was a time. Because I'm just out there, I'm like, well, I gotta pretend like I'm doing something, so I started mopping the fucking sidewalk because I'm a 17-year-old kid that just gave permission to take as long as I want on a project that isn't gonna do anything, so I just have to fake the funk for a little bit.
Did you put a wet floor sign out there?
Yes.
You good.
Yeah, I completely put wet floor signs out. I made this dramatic as fuck. So next thing I know is the guy that liked to do in the shop.
The cocaine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, what are you doing? I was told to mop the sidewalk, so I'm basically hanging out here and acting like I'm doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Walked off. Next thing I know, Jeep guy's walking up. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Oh, they told me to mop the sidewalk, so I'm just kind of hanging out here and acting like I'm doing something. Walks off. I didn't think anything of it, just like, I'm outside, I'm not in there. They're busy, they're getting a bus currently.
I have a similar story, but go on.
So I'm just like, pretending like I'm mopping the sidewalk, putting more fucking wet floor signs out. I had like fucking 30 of those fuckers out there. Like, I had fucking all of them.
Did you get the ones that could blow away very easily?
No, I had the ones from Hardee's side that went back. The ones from Love's side that went everywhere. The whole sidewalk at that point was just wet floor signs. Which, and debatably, I should have gotten in trouble for, because that means there's other people that didn't have wet floor signs. So I'm just out here, and I'm physically just... Oh, shit.
Bald boss?
The GM of the store walked out. He went like, hey, buddy, what you doing? Oh, yeah, she told me to mop the sidewalk, so... I know it's kind of a weird job. I don't exactly understand why I'm doing it, but I have permission to not be inside, so I'm taking full advantage of it. I went, okay, fair enough. Walks off. I'm just, and this is like an hour and a half of doing this at this point.
Yeah.
I am like 30 wet floor signs into this shit. I am devoted to this project at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Of absolutely getting away with doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So I just look in. The cocaine guy, Jeep guy, and GM are all there at the counter. I'm like, that seems like a bit of a thing. I think I might be involved in that. Next thing I know, the TCM of the shop walks up.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks angry.
Yeah.
And GM looks angry.
Yeah.
And Cocaine Guy is looking real angry.
Yeah.
And Jeep Guy looks like annoyed, but just kind of there for the ride like I am.
Yeah. I don't know Cocaine Guy off the top of my head.
I'll explain more after the fact.
Okay.
But, yeah. And just like, okay. I'm just like, I feel like I'm involved, so I'm going to stay out here. Because as far as I know, I'm still getting away with fucking this shit.
Yeah.
Like, doing this stupid job and not having to do anything.
Yeah.
Then a couple other people, like managers and everything, show up. Look out. Yeah. And they're all glaring out the window at me. I'm just like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
So I kind of hide around the corner where they can't see me.
Yeah, where they can't butt stuff.
And I kick over the bucket and start picking up wet floor signs because obviously the joke's over and that's what they're mad about.
Joke's over. I don't think that's necessarily what they were mad about, but go on.
That in my head, I went like, uh-oh, they're mad about the wet floor signs. That's what's going on. Not thinking of what I'm doing is absolutely dumb, and not thinking of the context of it. I'm technically diagnosed with autism, so that's kind of a discrimination weird thing, look-alike thing. I'm like, they're angry about the wet floor signs. So I put all the wet floor signs back where they go.
Uh-huh.
And everything, and by then, what I did not see...
Nazi? Heil?
What I did not notice is they had just recreated that day. Didn't think anything of it. Seeing it roll down all the way across the lot.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that might be another thing they're mad about. Oh, all of a sudden, District Manager Soft Hands.
Soft Hands?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever got to meet a really weird dude.
Okay.
Pulls in.
Go on.
What I did not know at the time is the store manager alone cannot write up a RGM or a TCM. A few more managers have to be present, and the district manager has to be present.
Oh, yeah?
To write up or do any disciplinary actions on a RGM, Restaurant General Manager.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, uh-oh. So after that, I'm walking back inside. And all these people are now writing on paper. Jeep Guy, all that. Where a lot of people are just writing down on paper what happened, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And the GM, the RGM, and the district manager were all in the office. And there's a lot of yelling.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of profanity.
Yeah.
I'm just like, uh-oh. I walk over to Jeep Guy and all that. I went like, well, what's going on here?
I should mention, I think that this specific event happened before I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
This is a
mind you, this is the second time that
you mopped the sidewalk?
I mopped the sidewalk, and first time she was like, unbeknownst to me, no one really important knew about it, and they only, I think, Jeep Guy and Cocaine Guy know about the first time.
All right.
I guess they were writing down statements to back the write-up for the manager. And I'm just like, so exactly how fired am I, and what is the big ordeal? Then these two sold, so they came out, got me, pulled me in the office. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And fucking RGM Satan was
Satan.
kicked out of the office.
That's a good name for her. She was my boss. She was a bitch.
And they were talking to me, okay, how many times has she asked you to mop the sidewalk? I went,
she wanted to fuck me.
This is the second time.
What? Oh, yeah.
This is the second time. Like, I figured it was a excuse to get outside and not have to do this dumb shit. They went like, okay, fair enough. I'm just like, okay, if she asks you to do it again, say no and come find me. I'm like, God damn it. I want to go outside.
Yeah.
We know. Go back to work. And all of a sudden, she goes back in and all you hear is mass yelling and knife hand yelling.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah. Turns out what happened is I had to do that for a write-up due to company policy, and the fact that I in Loves, I am still used as an example of this is what a devoted employee looks like.
Oh, yeah? Shit, I should be one of them.
Like, he still uses it as an example.
Yeah.
To this day.
I still think I was a pretty devoted employee when I worked there. At least after the first couple months, after I got used to it.
Yeah. But yeah. That was a time.
Yeah. I assume that incident helped you get into the shop, maybe?
Oh, yeah. That's actually the reason I think he pulled me to maintenance, because he knew I hated working at Hardee's.
Yeah, they didn't do that to me. I don't know. I don't know why. I have this theory that everyone on Love Side kind of didn't like me for some reason. Because every time... Because I worked at Hardee's for... What do you think? 3 years?
Something like that.
3 to 3.5 years I worked there.
Mm-hmm.
And basically this whole time, I was like, working at Hardee's. After probably the first year, I was like, can I just go to Love's? I think I'd be better suited over there.
Mm-hmm.
They just wouldn't let me, ever promote me. I talked to the big man. When I worked over there, they had 3 different managers on the store side. Mm-hmm. And that's where I wanted to go, with store side. I didn't want to go mechanic or maintenance, none of that, 'cause I'm not very good at that.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's just something on the store side. I talked to them all the time. They just didn't listen or didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
They all said I was good on Love's side. I mean, on Hardee's side. They all were like, you're a great employee. You're one of the best. But I guess I was just too good on Hardee's side to want to be them to move me.
Yep.
And so I just quit. You're going to treat me like shit? I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if the managers just didn't like me or what the deal was.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest with why I left. I got a mechanic position thrown at me and went like, yeah, you come here, you're a mechanic.
Oh, yeah?
You're not a technician, you are a mechanic.
Fair enough.
And I guess I came back here now.
But no, there was a story of one time we had I'm going to call it a substitute. I don't know if this is a proper term, but like a substitute manager.
Mm-hmm.
Because our manager was on vacation, I believe, or getting trained or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually work the line.
Mm-hmm.
I was really good at that. Like, autistically good at that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just, one day, she told me to do something similar. She didn't tell me to mop the sidewalk. But the story was someone puked in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, you clean it up. And I was like, okay. I spent at least an hour out there just picking up random shit. Mm-hmm. Guess what? I didn't even pick up the puke. How am I supposed to pick up puke? They gave me like a claw machine thing. How do you pick up puke with that? I don't know.
Yeah, that was supposed to be done by the shop.
But what I remember was it got really busy. And I remember it was you back there, and I think Jiggles. I think.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, well, they told me to do this. And I went back inside after it was done, after I cleaned up, picked up a lot of cigarettes and cigarette packs and stuff. And I went to the manager like, hello. And then I went to Ricky, who was pissed off in the back, like, where the fuck were you? I was like, I was just told to clean up. You're like, that's a 10-minute job. I was like, I took my time. You got angry a lot at the Hardees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, there's so many stories coming back to me now from Hardee's.
I have a terrible, terrible memory. I remember my overnights better than my days.
Yeah,
but
then there's the legendary time. The manager lady came out of the office. She went, "Oh, good night, guys. I'm going home." And I'm like, yes. "Be gone, Satan!"
What did he say?
What'd you say? Nothing. I'm just listening to radio.
Yeah.
No, absolutely no radio playing.
She might have just thought it was the tism.
Everybody was losing it.
Yeah. There was like a nice little community at the Hardees of people you recognized. But it's like slowly over time that those people just went away, you know?
Yeah. Like, I still think people still talk about that.
Believe it or not, I went to Hardee's not that long ago, and there's only 2 people I worked with that are still there. Only 2.
Yeah, actually, he, store manager became district manager when I was there the second time.
Yeah.
And he's the one that made the announcement that the shop was closing permanently.
Oof.
He went like, and for comic relief, just because it was just not good meeting, he went like, "We all know that you are well devoted employees. I mean, this man right here,
mopped the sidewalk.
came back. He came back a second time. This man mopped that sidewalk up there."
Yeah.
I went like, "Bitch."
Don't bring that shit up to me.
I think I auditorily said that in the meeting, just like, damn, bitch.
That was not a good meeting that I assumed you had.
Oh, no, I didn't give 2 shits.
Oh, yeah. Well, you just got that job. You were only there for like a month.
Yeah, I didn't care. Everybody else was kind of sad and angry, and I'm just like...
You know, how about we just make this episode dedicated solely to Loves and Hardee stories?
Yeah.
And then we can talk about our other jobs some other time. Though there's not a lot of Amazon stories, there really isn't.
When after they said the shop was closing, it got fun. We didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, and you got paid doing it.
Like, and the fuckery was real.
Yeah.
Like, the fuckery was goddamn real. I think that's the most fun I've ever had at a job ever. 'Cause after the anger wore off and everything, and we realized, fuck it, what are they gonna do? Fire us? We just went with all kinds of fucking fuckery.
Yeah.
And they didn't stop us.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll talk about a little more of my time. I don't want to, stop you from telling stories if you got any. But about a year or so into my Hardee's job, they put me on overnights.
Yeah.
Overnights were crazy. I wish I could remember all the time. I have such a bad memory. I really wish I could remember Hardee overnight stories. But I worked a lot with all these people have names, by the way. We have Tennessee Boy. I worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
Fatter Bitch. I worked with her for a little bit. Meth Mouth. I worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
And Work Mom. Those are my 4 overnight employees I worked with throughout my overnight career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, I don't know if I have a particular story. I guess the weird thing is that, like, Loves typically has weird customers. We can agree on that. Overnight's Loves is where the misfits come out, because they're too weird to be in regular society. And to the regular Loves population, fucking misfits come out during the goddamn late night hours of Loves and Hardee's.
Mm-hmm.
And some usuals.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was that bald mailman's name? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
Do you remember
I
him?
always talk to him.
I always talked to him too. He was cool. I wonder what he's up to. He always got mad because when COVID happened, we closed down Loves. I still love the COVID times.
Mm-hmm.
When COVID just happened. Do you think I should explain why? I guess I should. So COVID happened, early 2020. This would probably be... I left Loves... When did I leave it? Like October? No. August or September 2021 is when I left Love's, I believe.
Yeah.
And so COVID happened. At first, nothing really changed. We did overnights like how we did it.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem was we just didn't have customers now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, let's say...
Yeah, things got slow. It was weird.
It got real slow. Like, here's the best way I can explain it. We have a counter that counts how much money we made.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, it resets at 12 a.m. for a new day. We would leave at about... What time did we get out? It was either 4 or 6. I think it was 6 we left.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 6 hours. And usually, overnights, 12 between 6, we'd get somewhere around, I would estimate, $100 to $250 on an average night. Like, not a lot, but, enough for an overnight.
Yeah.
Not kidding. There was a night during COVID where we didn't get a single customer. It was at 0 the whole night from 12 to 6. $0 made. 0 customers. Maybe we'd have people that walk in, look at us, and then just leave.
Yeah.
Got a couple of those, I believe, but nobody was just having it. And it, like I said, it went from, I would estimate we were making $100 to $250 a night to just below $50 every night. Jesus. On an average night. It was bad. It was real bad. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun just doing stupid shit. We got work done, and then we just sat around, and me and Tennessee Boy just talked. Yeah, me and Tennessee Boy flirted. I mean, what?
Yeah, during COVID, it got weird.
So,
most of the time, I was just doing my maintenance stuff, and that was it.
But, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, eventually, our boss talked to the 3 of us, the 3 overnighters, because we'd had 3 employees at the same time at overnights. Mm-hmm. Not together on one night, but for, 5 work days, if it. So she went to talk to us, and she's like, all right, guys, we have to close overnights. We just aren't making money. We're not getting customers. The funny part was she not only said, are we wasting money on employees, but we're wasting money on power, which is really funny because when COVID happened, they figured out that they couldn't actually turn off the power to Hardee's.
Turn off the lights?
No, it was all connected to Love's. So if they turned off Hardee's power, it'd turn off Love's. So funny enough, the 2 excuses they had didn't mean shit because we still got paid and the power was still on. Mm-hmm. But basically, at I think around 9 or 10 when we showed up, Hardee's officially closed. I think it was 11 actually. So Hardee's closed. We put stuff around. We could not turn off drive-thru. Meth Mouth knew how to turn off the lights in the drive-thru. Mm-hmm. I didn't. So it was really funny because people just sit in drive-thru for... We literally had a guy sit there for almost an hour. I can only imagine him going in the speaker. Hello? 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 Just, I don't fucking know these people. A lot of them were drunk.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, we had quite a few of those.
I'll get in that later. Oh, Ricky's standing up. That's alright. But I went to work on Love's side for the only time, despite the fact I always wanted to work on Love's. Mm-hmm. So it was overnights, and I was in this barista role. That's what we called it. Ricky calls it bar wench. What you call it?
You're basically a fucking soda pop fucking bartender.
Yeah. Basically, because of COVID, people couldn't grab their own cups or anything. So I would be next to a soda fountain and the coffee machine and grab people their cups of coffee and soda. And let me tell you, everybody got fucking pissed all the time. And it was so fucking funny.
Yes.
Some people, when they are pissed, they say some outrageous stuff.
Yes, they do.
There was this one lady. She looked like a nice person. She really did. She looked kind of like a Karen, though. Yeah. And she got up. She's like, so you had to give me my drink? Yes. This is one interaction I remember. She said something like, that's fucking retarded. And she just kept saying, retarded, all the way out the building. Like, it was like an autistic spect. Or she just kept saying, retarded, just all the way out the door. It's like, okay. And then we had one trucker. I don't remember exactly what he said. Mm-hmm. But he was upset. He was really angry. He was like, This COVID shit. Everyone is a sheeple. You're all sheep. And they start going, bah! Bah! He started buying in people's faces. He went up to the cashier.
I remember that.
Yeah, he would just go up to people and go, bah! Bah! Like a goat or a sheep or something. It was like, what the hell are you doing? You're weirder.
You don't hear the full part of that story. Oh my god.
What happened at the end?
He walked out the door and he bad at me and I went fucking bolted.
Yeah, he just went up to me and went, bah! It started with me. He went up to me, he was like, this shit is fucking, people are sheep, the sheeple, bah! I don't know. What?
I basically just fucking bolted.
Oh my god. We had, when Hardee was open, this is like right after, okay, so we closed down for like a month or two, and then we came back on overnights. Actually, we didn't start out on overnights, or maybe we did, I don't remember. But this was during COVID, I guess, sort of, when we came back.
Oh, there is some of the nights with Tennessee Boy. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, yes, they were. I got a couple stories from those.
I remember the fucking baby scare night.
The babies? Oh, yes.
That was the most fun me and that cashier have ever had, because we're just walking back and forth on the radio.
Oh, I was talking shit about him too.
Making jokes.
So Tennessee Boy, he was so scared that he got his woman pregnant. It was like, he was scared for his life. He's like, how am I going to afford his child? How am I going to do this? I was like, well, you could afford a condom. And guess what? It was a false scare. Nothing happened. He didn't get her pregnant. Like 2 weeks later, same shit happens. He didn't get lucky twice. He had a kid that time. I was like, well, it serves you right.
I went like, and you immediately do it again.
Yes. But one of my favorite things me and Tennessee Boy used to do, and I hope to God this scared the shit out of some truckers. I don't know. So at overnights at Love's, people would park their truck and sleep, obviously. Mm-hmm. And obviously it wasn't very busy at night. So when no one was through the drive-thru, we can just turn on the speakers. Mm-hmm. There would be times at night where me and Tennessee Boy would just be like, all right, I'm doing the thing. I'd turn on the speaker to the drive-thru. I'd start screaming my fucking lungs out. Ah! Help! Just start screaming. And then I just turn off. And it's like, I scared the shit out of some truckers for sure.
God damn it.
Have you?
I swear to God, if that's sometimes the phone calls.
Have you had screaming phone calls at overnights?
Like, there's someone around. It sounds like someone's getting murdered, and I would have to do a loop of the lot. Like, every other fucking night. You cocksucker.
That was me and Tennessee Boy screaming our lungs out.
God damn it. It was always from that end. I just never put two and two together. I remember when, there's a couple nights, the Tennessee Boy was running the barista. I don't know where you were.
So when Tennessee Boy was barista, it was my 2 days off. He'd only barista two of the 7 days of the week.
So, I'd always put up a sign that says, remember to tip your waitresses.
Oh, you did that with him, but not me? Did you get tips?
No, there's a couple nights where I was off at the end. We have sir, just to warn you, we do have a barista in there. He is special needs, so don't scare him.
Oh, come on. You could have said that for me. It would have worked fine. The Tennessee Boys came to work really high, so, yeah.
Also did it to him, and it was more believable. I'm like, oh, you Love's is truly, truly a good company to give people like that a job.
Especially in customers.
There's Tennessee Boy just like, he's retarded.
Something that used to piss me off with tips was being the line guy. I never got it. Yeah. There are times where people would give Meth Mouth or Tennessee Boy or even Work Mom tips. Work Mom shared, but Tennessee Boy and Meth Mouth didn't. They also weren't supposed to get tips, by the way. That was like against the rules.
Yeah, that was like a big thing in truck care. But the drivers knew we couldn't accept them, so they got creative.
Oh, what does that mean?
It'd just be like they drop it on the ground and be like, hey, sir, you dropped this. Or they'd kind of just like, here, you dropped this. Hey, Or they shake your hand, and then all of a sudden you'd have like a $20 bill in your hand.
Oh yeah.
Like those guys were very, very creative on how they did it.
Yeah,
still are.
I didn't get a lot of tips. I really didn't. Despite something about Hardee's was I was like the line guy to all the employees. Like I wasn't told this until later on, but like people would say, "Oh, I'd only get a burger if it's Anthony on the line." Like, specifically me. Like it's crazy.
That's like a lot of truck drivers that did service with us. My truck was kind of like the open sign to them for truck care. Yeah, I've got some massive tips.
Oh yeah,
working on trucks.
Nice.
I think in one night, from the same thing that I did, I got $220 in tips.
Yeah.
I got tipped an iPad.
Did you sell it to someone or?
Yeah.
Cool.
I literally sold it like 10 minutes later.
Cool.
To the point that they set it on my toolbox and went, "There you go, you got an iPad." Oh, thank you, sir. That's fucking cool. Next driver pulls in. Hey, that's a cool iPad, and there's a stone. I went like, I don't know. I just got it on a tip. I'll give you $300 for it. Fucking sold.
What am I gonna do with an iPad? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I was going to talk about this another weird customer. I love this guy. I don't know who this guy was. He only showed up once. But it was Tennessee boy. He was taking the order. I was on the line, like usual. And I guess this guy walked in. He was just rambling to himself. And he was just saying weird shit. And Tennessee boy got freaked out. Like, I never seen Tennessee boy this freaked out. Like, this tense to... He's like, "Anthony, you gotta take this one. Just take the order. I'll make the sandwich." And I was like, okay. It's like, this guy must be really fucked up. And so I went out there, and I saw the guy. He was already ready to order. He ordered normally. And then once the order came through, I told Tennessee, but like, guy's normal. He's fine. Nothing weird happened. We switched back around. This guy starts going into this tangent about this bus. He called it the Rainbow Coalition. He was like, "Did you hear about this bus they got coming through here? They got this bus. It's full of horny, hunky, gay men ready to fuck you in the ass." And he's like, "It's called the Rainbow Coalition. They're going to come here and they're going to try to get you." And then, I'm not kidding. I was making the sandwich. He points at me from the back. He's like, "He's their leader. They're going to call him Big Bubba." To me, I'm Big Bubba. I'm Anthony Big Bubba, the leader of the Rainbow Coalition bus. And so he gave the guy his food, and we walked away. And Tessie boy, he looked at me like I was pissed, like he was pissed. He was like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, he didn't say any weird shit when I was up there, man. I don't know. But that was probably the strangest interaction. It's just that I don't know where he got that. I don't know. I just don't know. He was just 0 to 100 real quick about Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a real thing.
When I was running overnights at Pilot, or we get that random in-shop on-call, we had a security guard that was heavily QAnon believer.
Oh, yes. You told a lot about him.
Yeah. We got like 3 drivers. I was slammed, and it was the middle of the night. I got called out. And it was just 3 QAnon believer truck drivers, QAnon believer security guard. Yeah, that was hell.
What, anything you remember that they talked about, or did you just not listen?
I tried not to listen because I didn't care, because, well, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I just got called in here, and now I have 3 tires to do.
Yeah.
On 3 different trucks.
Yeah.
But I think I did my best work. I got 3 tires done. And all 3 trucks out in 45 minutes.
You had to hurry up. Yeah.
I did all 3 tires at once.
Oh, cool.
I don't even know if all the tires went on the right trucks.
Different bolts, different tires. It doesn't matter.
They were all 3 the same size, and they were generally all 3 the same tire. Sorta. I did not care. All 3 tires were paid for, and they were getting out the door.
Any ling longs?
I've never seen a ling long in fucking person.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
I saw one at Walmart once.
Huh. I had another like COVID story or something like that.
Go ahead.
I don't remember what it was. I had another story I wanted to tell, and then you went in on something, and I forgot what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, when the shop was closing.
Oh yes.
Like we just started. We started fucking off and like fucking just randomly saying shit over the radio. It's like the manager is coming down to do their like evening task list down in the shop, and we found this big sign, so we wrote something on it, and they had me carry it.
Yeah.
Because it only made sense because I was the fat guy at the shop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're all walking in a circle. They're yelling, "Hell no, we won't go," over and over again. I just wanted a sign up that says, "I thought there would be pizza."
Oh, okay.
She walked out like she did an about face and walked and went like, "The fuckery is starting." They went, "Bullshit, the fuckery's not starting." Then she took a video and sent it to all the other managers of us doing this.
I gotta ask. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt the story or no?
No. Oh, there's a couple more stories, but...
Well,
yeah.
I was gonna ask. When the shop was closing, did people actually protest it, or did they just not give a shit? Like, what was
it
that?
was a lot of... a lot of moments where people actually got kind of angry and sad about it.
I know...
But it was mostly, we have accepted our fate. That most of us might not get a new shop. Or the ones that do probably won't get anything very good.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of acceptance, so we just started having fun.
Oh. Did, I know Ginger guy kind of got screwed over.
Oh, no, they made it right.
Because I heard he left Love's not soon after.
No.
Oh.
Oh, he's still there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he actually runs the Bloomington shop.
Oh, okay.
Like, we're not even like 3 miles apart.
Cool.
Doing the same job, but for different companies.
Is he still an asshole or no?
No, not really.
Okay.
He calmed down after everything was kind of coming to an end.
Yeah.
But we went out, and we just went, they said, "You need to go out and move some trucks." So we just walked around the lot.
Well,
just walked around the lot, just fucking telling jokes and having fun.
yeah.
But then we realized we actually do need to move one truck because it will become a problem.
Oh.
I knocked on the door and went, "Hey, you need to move because another truck needs to get out."
Mm.
What truck needs to move? Oh, fuck. That one needs to move, so you gotta move, so move now.
Yeah.
They're all just like, and this is a lot more awkward in the moment. I'm like, that guy needs to move. Lights are off. I don't think anyone is in the truck. I don't think that truck moved in like a week. I think it's a guy on vacation. I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, I want to talk to him. That truck needs to move, so you need to move, so move. Like, okay, I'll have the tow truck get out.
Go on.
They're just like, we'll have the tow truck get out here. God damn it. We walk off. And they were like, that. My manager's like, that's the most awkward situation I've ever been in. 20 minutes later, that truck I pointed at fucking had to move, so he kept blasting his horn at him. I'm like, oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Yes. There's another joke that was going around the shop, and I've debated on if I should say it on the podcast.
I mean, you can. Unless you want me to think of a story real quick.
No, this one, I don't know if I want to run past you.
Oh.
I could tell it if you want to blur it out, if we can't tell it.
Okay. You can just tell me.
So, you know how Loves did a lot with the Children's Miracle Network Hospital?
Yeah, I'm aware.
They went like, we're just going to call up there and go, "Thank you, we're out of a job because they donated all our shop money to you." Some like cancer kid on the other side. Yeah.
So, I don't think the cancer kids are the one picking up the phone or key.
That's the joke. I was not making the joke. I thought that was a little far for me.
Yeah?
But that was the joke going around the shop, and the way they were saying it was fucking hilarious.
I'm trying to think of Hardee stories. I really am. But, I guess I can talk about sort of the end. I guess, sort of. You talked about how you kind of lost the job. I guess I'll talk about probably my last month-ish. There's definitely more Hardee stories. I should write some down to actually remember things better. Yeah. But for now, we'll end. I don't know if we're going to end this right now or not, but we'll see. But the last month of Hardee's was, like I said earlier, the thing about Hardee's was that it was like a really decent community. A lot of people you knew. Every once in a while, we would hire like a fucking whack job that like quit in like a month. But at the time, there wasn't a lot of us. You know, at that point, midget manager left. A lot of cool people did leave. I think that was around the point Tennessee Boy left for like the second or third time, never to come back. And overnights, we were still closing at this point. At this point, overnights are just done. I don't even know if overnights are still open. Are they? Did you know?
I don't know.
All I know is that we would close at, I think, 10, and I'd finish up cleaning at 11 and head out. And that's how we leave it. But at the time, I had this really nice manager. We gave her the nickname... Oh, my cat's meowing, of course. But we gave her the nickname of Kmart Light Bulb. Because, you know the blue light seal guy? You look like she looked like the shape of that, but upside down, where she got this fat ass and this thin top. So we just call her the blue light seal. That was her nickname on the playthrough we used to do. Anyway, she went into this drama. She was dating Ginger, as you know. And Ginger's sister and her Ginger's sister's boyfriend both worked at the Hardee's. And at this point, Light Bulb Lady broke up with Ginger. And that's where some really bad shit started to happen. It was one day, the sister and Light Bulb Lady got into a heated argument. They were just angry. They were pissed off at each other. The sister walked out, and she never came back. So did the sister's boyfriend. He also walked out the same day. At the same time. Light Bulb Lady got pissed. Despite the fact, at that point, the sister just left and quit. She also quit. So we just lost the manager, 2 really good employees. Well, 1 really good employee, 1 kind of slacker, but whatever. And at that point, afternoons got really bad. Because everyone was on mornings. Afternoon, we had those 2 employees, the 1 manager. We had Meth Mouth. And then we had Son of Fat Bitch, and then me. We had 6 people. Half of them just left. So it became Meth Mouth, me, Son of Fat Bitch, but the son was still in school, so he could only work weekends. So there would be afternoons where it would literally just be me, Meth Mouth. It would be overnighting on an afternoon shift. Not good. Not good at all. 2 people working from like 2 to 10, just not good.
No.
At that point, I literally think it was that time that I put my 2 weeks in. I was actually still talking with Light Bulb Lady, and she was talking about going to Amazon. And you see where it goes. And I was like, well, she's kind of cute. I can give it a shot. So I did the drug test and got ready for Amazon. I did put my 2 weeks in. I probably should have just left, but I gave him respect for 2 weeks. Mostly because I didn't know how Amazon was going to go. Which, thankfully, Amazon went pretty well.
Yeah.
Even if I am looking for a new job. But, the last 2 weeks were really sad. At that point, we did get a 3rd guy for our afternoons. He was this middle-aged man who talked about cryptocurrency all the time. That's all he ever talked about, was like, the agency banned crypto, but we're getting it legalized, and I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm already a millionaire. I just can't take out my money and all this stuff. It's a crazy fucker. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't care. I'm leaving. I got 2 weeks in. When I put 2 weeks in, Satan, who was still working there, begged me not only to stay, but I was actually going to be promoted to assistant manager. Not even a shift lead, but full-on assistant manager. Which is funny because Mouth has been a shift lead for like 2 years at that point and was really pissed off about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can end this with the Mouth story, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So at this point in afternoons, my last days, we had 4 employees. Mouth, me, Fat Bitch's son who only worked weekends, this cryptocurrency guy. Oh, and we had a 5th. Also on weekends, Fat Bitch's son had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That'll become important later on, but not right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can see where that's going. Anyway, my final day comes. My literal final day. For some reason, Mouth get this weird impression that I'm just going to leave on break, which I was not planning on doing. But he got this impression, like, Anthony, if I let you go on break, you're just going to leave. Like, I don't know where he got this idea. So I usually was like the first to go on break, but this time they decided to let cryptocurrency guy go on break first. You'll never guess what fucking happened. Cryptocurrency guy left on break, never to return. So Mouth got the wrong impression and thought I was going to leave when it turned out it was crypto guy.
You should have.
I should have. Well, technically I kind of did. So what happened now was, I think it was a Friday.
Yeah.
Friday supper rush, 2 of us. It was Mouth and me, like always. It was hell. It was bad. And we couldn't figure out how breaks would work very easily. Mm-hmm. So we kind of did breaks and then immediately just closed. Like, we closed like an hour or 2 early because it was so fucking busy. So my final day, we closed earlier than usual. We had an employee fucking just leave just that day. Quit. Didn't even say goodbye. He just went on break, never to come back. And I remember Mouth was really scared. He was like, I don't think he's coming back. I was like, it's fine. It's only been 20 minutes. No, it's been like 40 minutes. It has been 40 minutes, so I was just bad at telling time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was crazy. So when I left the final day, at that point, the only person who worked afternoons was Meth Mouth, and the 2 kids that only worked on weekends.
Jesus.
And eventually, I know they had to figure it out because Mouth couldn't run a shift by himself, obviously. Mm-hmm. But that's how bad it got. There was literally just no employees when I quit, and I just like, I can't do it. They're not going to promote me. Like, I wanted to go to Love's. This whole time, I wanted to go to store side. I talked to, who was the boss at that time? Do you remember?
No, I was gone.
Yeah.
I was gone like 6 or 7 months at this point.
Yeah, I don't remember. He had I think...
I think I was gone a year by this point.
Yeah, you were gone for... A lot of people thought I was going to quit sooner when you left, and I was thinking about it. I just didn't know where to go. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, when I left, it was just Mouth and those 2 kids, which clearly won't be a problem in the future. Hint, hint.
Oh, God.
Then I went to Amazon for the first time, and, you know, I don't know a lot of people there, and it's not a great job, but it's good pay. It's a bit far away. It's not bad. Mm-hmm. And, like I said, Amazon just isn't as crazy. Like, Hardee's, I can list stories if you give me time. Mm-hmm. Amazon, not that many. Not that many at all. There was one time I thought I walked past someone giving head. That's like the best story I got for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you got anything last for Loves or Hardee's?
I don't have anything Loves or Hardee's really that I can remember. Mm-hmm. Again, my memory's kind of shit of the whole situation too. Yeah. I don't really have anything too interesting of second round Loves.
Other than you were there for like a month.
Yeah, I was there for 3 months. But yeah, that's about all I got. I mean, if you want to do if you want to just do a part 2 next week of where we can go into non-love stories.
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Of course, like I said, Amazon stores not a lot, so I'll probably do love stories and Amazon.
Actually, I'm gonna talk to a person to see if we can do work stories with a guest.
Okay.
And kind of do a few love stories. Like, first part is love stories, and the second part is other various places stories. Mm-hmm. Try to see if we can get Jeep Guy.
Jeep Guy.
He's the one that's there to back the stories.
Okay. But I guess we'll end with how Meth Mouth left Hardee's.
The legendary story.
I don't know if I would call it legendary.
Well, not legendary.
Infamous is what I'd say. Infamous story. I think I talked to you about this story a couple of times. Now, I should mention, this is all more hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
I was not present. I left. This was about a month after I left.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just fit the profile of Meth Mouth. We didn't even talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
So Meth Mouth, when I first started working at Hardee's, he was there for a while.
Mm.
He'd probably been there since it was open.
Something like that.
He was the overnight guy. He was famous for always being late and kind of shit-faced.
Mm-hmm.
He also had no teeth, which is why I call him Meth Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Which, he did have teeth, but what was left was not what I would call teeth.
Mm-hmm.
They were something else. This guy, he was just a really fucking weird guy. Like, pedophile, straight up pedophile type dude.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he would do things. He said some nasty things about some employees. I think he's even said nasty things about underage employees, but I just wasn't aware of anyone's age, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be surprised. He was just kind of a sick fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like him. I did not like him at all. He was a fucking asshole. He later became a shift lead, and he'd run our shifts before having to come back on overnights when fatter bitch got fired.
Mm-hmm.
He was just a prick. I remember when me and you and him worked together, you fucking got pissed every day. Like, I remember you driving home and you'd be like, fucking asshole, bitch, motherfucker, this and that. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I remember sorry to get off topic, but there was this lady who was an assistant manager. When she became our boss, you're scared. She's like, oh, she's going to be a bitch, this and that. And the first day working with her, like, you calm down, like, you mellow down when Meth Mouth was not in your presence.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. But yeah, Meth Mouth was just horrible. No one liked him. He couldn't get promoted. He was just a real sick person. He'd also piss off our customers a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Really badly. So, at this point, in his shoes, everybody he ever liked working with quit. Mm-hmm. He worked with a bunch of kids. He worked with people he didn't like. He wouldn't get promoted. So, I was gone at this point. So, the story was, I talked about Fat Bitch's son. Fat Bitch's son had a girlfriend. Fat Bitch's son was either 16 or 17. His girlfriend was a year older, so 17,
mm-hmm.
I believe. And I'm not making this up. Meth Mouth and the 17-year-old were having a private relationship. Like a fuck kind of relationship, either two, like, from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And this was under the nose of Fat Bitch's son. He was not aware this was happening.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm not making this up. On her 18th birthday, he showed up with her and Fat Bitch's son was working, and it began with, she broke up with Fat Bitch's son, because she was 18 now,
mm-hmm.
and then she openly expressed that she was in a relationship with Meth Mouth. They've been in a relationship this whole time. And then Meth Mouth said that they were quitting, like on the spot quitting, and they went together in the car. So Meth Mouth he quit by basically telling everyone that he was a pedophile fucking a 17-year-old, and then didn't come out until she was 18, and then just left there. And I haven't heard from Meth Mouth since, so I don't know what he's up to. But that's how Meth Mouth left Hardee's. And I feel bad. I feel bad for Fat Bitch's son. Imagine that. Imagine getting cucked by the most disgusting human being you ever fucking met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This guy is disgusting. He's like I still live with my mom, unfortunately, but this guy was like 45 living with his mom. And like there's some other stories with him where he forced himself upon his brother's he might get fuck it. He forced himself onto his brother's girlfriend. There's a story with that. And that happened twice. His brother's a weird guy, but I heard he's really cool. I never really got to meet him.
Yeah, he's not like weirdo.
He's not weird like child molester. He's
weird in a good way.
He's
actually interesting to have a conversation with.
Like he's into like metal and punk, that kind of guy. Yeah. But he's a polygamist. He had like 2 or 3 girlfriends, and Meth Mouth always got pissed off. He's like, my fucking brother gets 3 girlfriends. I can't get one.
I mean, to each their own. Like, if everybody's in agreement and happy with it, who cares?
Honestly, I don't care much about polygamy. Like, a lot of people are against it. It's like, I kind of feel it as like gay marriage, if you think about it. Like, who cares?
Like, I don't know. I mean,
consenting adults.
Is everyone there? Everyone there consenting? Consenting? Is everyone there okay with it?
Is everyone there above age?
Yes.
And they all were, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't care.
Yeah, you can have,
but
like he had multiple girlfriends, but they all knew about each other.
Yeah.
They all were in agreement with it, and it was all okay. Like, no big deal with it. Live your life. Have fun.
But no, Moth was jealous because he couldn't get any bitches, and his brother had 3 to show off.
Wasn't Mouth like a divorcee?
He was divorced. I forgot about that. His ex-wife went through the drive-thru one night. I had to take that order. But like I was saying, he was just really jealous that his brother got 3 girls and he couldn't get one. And so the story was, because they all live with his mom all together, 2 sons, 3 girlfriends, 1 mom, all under one roof. And so there were stories about how when one of them was sleeping on the couch, Mouth just stuck his fingers down her pants and did that. And then there was
click.
Apparently, from what I was told, when she woke up, she was very angry, but they decided not to tell the brother due to his brother probably killing him, like legitimately killing him. His brother is a little psycho at points, from what I've heard.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. And you shouldn't be molesting people while they sleep.
Absolutely. I think that would have been warranted.
But there's another story where Mouth, apparently their shower, he was caught peeping on one of his brother's girlfriends in the shower. I don't know the exact story. I just know that happened. But yeah, Mouth not a good person.
No.
And the fact, I don't even know, this 17-year-old must have some fucking low standards. Like, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
Even for her, like, it's more disgusting for him, but like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Especially when you already have a boyfriend, like, ruin your relationship like that.
Yeah.
And it's a hell of a way for, if you ever need a reference from your old job. Oh yeah, she was 17 and fucking a 40-year-old, and then quit when she turned 18 to fuck him more. Hangs up. Like, have fun.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that's the story of Mouth. How he left Hardee's. I've never heard from him since. I really haven't. Maybe he's dead. But I don't think we're that lucky. I don't think we are. But I'm going to keep my eye out. Because one of these days he's going to get arrested. He's going to get caught. And we can talk about shit about him all day.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
And then we could say his real name and put a mugshot up. I mean, I guess we could say his real name, but I just don't care.
Let's wait until...
Yeah, let's wait until there's evidence so we don't get in trouble.
And there's also other people that I feel are going to get caught soon.
Other people? Anyone I know?
I will not go into it, but just note there might be a few funny stories that I won't tell on here.
Fair enough. We're about to end this anyway.
Yeah.
This has probably been our longest episode.
Yep.
I really got into it at the end.
Oh yeah. This was a good one. Going into with absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's like the new ticket to actually get us to fucking talk about shit.
Maybe. But I reckon Ricky farts, and apparently that's the sign of how we end every podcast, because that's how it happened last 2 times. So with that, I think we're going to say goodbye.
That one was nasty.
Yeah. Anything you want to end with, or?
No.
And remember, get your pets and weird relatives spayed and neutered.